Welcome to IT Port. In this session, we are going to see about lock escalation in SQL Server. Lock escalation is a converting process of many fine-grained locks, that is row-level locks, into fewer coarse-grained locks, that is table level or page level or partition level, reducing system overhead while increasing the probability of concurrency contention. In SQL Server engine, in SQL Server, every log needs some bytes of memory. When SQL is going to change a lot of rows, when SQL is going to update or delete a lot of rows, engine will accrue lot of row level logs and it takes huge memory for it. And having multiple queries locking different parts of the table creates a possibility for deadlock if one process is waiting for another. To avoid this type of issues, SQL Server implements lock escalation. So there are three lock escalation modes. First one is table, and second one is auto, the third one is disable. The table escalation type means that SQL Server always performs the lock escalation to the table level, even when the table is partitioned. This is the default type. And second one is auto. Auto means the lock escalation is performed to the partition level. If the table is partitioned, it accrues a partition level locks, and otherwise it acts like a table level. Third one is disable. Disable means completely disable the lock escalation for the specific table. So it accrues a row level logs, but disabling lock escalation is not the very best option because the lock manager of SQL Server can consume a huge amount of memory. Let us check with the types. This is a deadlock table. It contains number and date column with 2,90,511 records. This is a partition table. See, if this is partition table, we can check with this storage and table is partition is true. And now we fetch the lock escalation type with sister tables and with a table name. Here it shows the lock escalation description is table, the default escalation type, and we can assign the escalation to another type. The syntax is alter table name set lock escalation is equal to table or auto or disable. So just we can check with this now table. So default is table. Now going to the process. In this session, just I am going to delete the deadlock, delete the rows, 500 rows from deadlock, just to check. Begin transaction and execute this query. So it affected 501 rows, and here just check with the sp_lock. This is for the table deadlock. So deadlock, it contains 506 rows. So this is an example. Just roll back this transaction and now check with the sp_lock. There are no locks because we have rolled back. Just changing this mode to auto and execute this same query. Now the table escalation lock is auto. Here now check with the sp_lock. It contains 507 rows because 500 rows, read locks and page locks and partition locks. So 507 rows. Just roll back this transaction move change to disable, and execute the same query, and now check with the SP_lock. Here also the 507 rows. So these three types of lock escalation is similar for the 500 rows. There is no major changes. The table is contains 506 rows, and disable and auto options contains 507 locks. So there is a major changes. Now when we work out with this large number of rows, here the mode we assign table. Sorry, this you have to roll back, then assign the deadlock mode is table. Same query, here we are going to execute with the major changes. So lot of rows, here 6500 rows are affected. See, now the SP_lock is mode converted to table, exclusive lock on the table only. There are no row level locks. It converts to the table level locks. When we delete the 500 rows, it accrues a row level locks, 500 row level locks. Now we execute for delete 6500 rows. The table level escalation lock modes accrue only one table logs. This is a lock escalation type is table. Okay. Now roll back this transaction and mode change to auto, and execute this same 6500 rows delete process. Now deleted. Here we can check with the table escalation mode is auto, and there is partition exclusive block and partition, and intent exclusive block for table. Okay, this is for auto. If the table is not partitioned, it acts like a table escalation type and returns and accrues a lock, only one lock, exclusive lock for the table. It's based on the partition. So now roll back this transaction and convert some mode change disable. Check with the table escalation is disabled. Here execute the same query, 6500 rows affected. Now it contains 6525 row locks accurate. So 6500 rows and pages and partition locks. So this is getting a huge memory for these locks. So this is not a best option. So now roll back this transaction. Now change to table and execute with this. And now check with this SP_lock. It accrues only one exclusive lock on the table. So this is the lock escalation types based on the lower level locks into converts a lower level. These escalations are converting the process lower level locks into higher level locks based on the lot of rows. So we can assign table lock escalation based on our convenience. So this topic will be very useful to you. If you like this sessions, please like and subscribe. Thank you, friends.